This is the story of a small village called Amityville, located near New York. In the winter of 1974, a family bought a house here where some terrifying events were about to take place. The house had a dark past, but despite knowing this, the family decided to purchase it. The story begins when George and Kathy Lutz, a couple, move into this old house in Amityville with their 3 children. They find the house very attractive, with a large lake, lush gardens, and beautifully decorated interiors. The house seemed like paradise to them. But soon, they begin to feel that something strange is going on in the house. On the first night, strange things begin to happen. Some rooms in the house suddenly become cold in the dark of night. From the lake behind the house, strange sounds are heard, like someone screaming. George starts feeling unseen shadows while sitting in his room. One night, Kathy and George have a strange argument because George says he heard something before going to bed. But this was just the beginning. One day, when George and Kathy are working in the garden with their children, a wild dog suddenly appears. The dog frightens the children, and it looks very strange, with eyes that seem to be burning. After that, the dog runs into the house. After this incident, George and Kathy start noticing even more strange happenings. Kathy Lutz's biggest problem begins when she starts falling terribly ill while staying in the house. Mysterious wounds and marks begin to appear on her body. As time passes, George also starts showing strange changes. He becomes very angry, and often, he walks around the dark parts of the house during the night. After some time, George and Kathy discover that the strange events happening in the house are connected to a dark and terrifying past. Previously, a man had killed his entire family in the house. The man had suddenly gone insane and brutally murdered all the members of his family. After that, the house became haunted and terrifying. When George and Kathy discover this truth, they become even more scared. By this time, the horrifying events in the house had only increased. Blood stains began to appear on the walls, and one day, George found himself in a rotten tank in the house, where there were shadows of someone else. Every time he went there, he felt a terrifying force pulling him inside. Eventually, the family decided to leave the house. But even after they left, the story of the house didn't end. The name Amityville had now become famous as a haunted place, where everyone thought twice before visiting. This story remains a subject of fear and mystery among people. Was the house really haunted, or was it just the fear of people? This is a question that people still search for answers to. Another aspect of this haunting story is that after this, several other families tried to live in the house, but they too quickly left. Some say the house was cursed by a terrifying spirit that wouldn't let anyone live peacefully. Even today, the story of the Amityville house leaves a question in everyone's mind. Can spirits really exist among us? If you like this video, please like and share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because in the next video, we will talk about another interesting topic. Until then, Allah Hafiz. See you in the next video with a new story.